So everybody knows Alex Bregman signed a 5-year, $175 million contract with the Chicago Cubs, ending his one-year stint with the Boston Red Sox after making the playoffs, and everybody thinking that he was going to re-sign in the offseason. Now, if you're a Red Sox fan over the last 5 or 6 years or so, you've probably experienced a lot of your favorite players leaving in free agency and basically getting screwed over by the club on the way out. But what if I told you it's been going on longer than even the Mookie Betts trade? Meet Jon Lester. If you're a diehard Red Sox fan around my age, you probably know how amazing he was on the Red Sox. He won 2 World Series championships in 2007, and of course he was the ace on the 2013 team. In 2014, though, he wanted to get a contract extension with the Boston Red Sox, and they did not come to an agreement in spring training, and eventually traded him in the middle of the season to the Oakland Athletics, where he spent the rest of the 2014 season, and the Red Sox said they were going to re-sign him in free agency to give him a bigger contract. Instead of dealing with the Red Sox again, Jon Lester decided to sign a contract with the Chicago Cubs alongside former Red Sox GM Theo Epstein, and he won the World Series in 2016 and became a Cubs legend. Let's move to the broadcast booth in the 2015 season, where Don Orsillo, who's been the NESN broadcaster for the Red Sox since 2001, needs a contract extension in the 2015 season. John Henry and NESN decide to not give him a contract extension, and he calls the 2015 Red Sox season, and he is officially done being the Red Sox broadcaster. He then moves on to the San Diego Padres, where he is once again showing off his amazing talents as a broadcaster for another team in San Diego who absolutely loves and adores him. Let's move on to the 2018 season, where the Boston Red Sox are your World Series champions with a homegrown group of guys like Mookie Betts, Xander Bogaerts, Rafael Devers, and they traded for an ace in Chris Sale who got you the final out, and it looks like this team is going to be dominating for years to come. But it's time to pay 2018 MVP Mookie Betts. He is supposed to get a really big contract north of $300 million, and John Henry does not want to spend that money, so they hire Chaim Bloom and they trade him to the Los Angeles Dodgers, where he immediately signs a contract extension due to COVID and is now going to go into the Hall of Fame as a Los Angeles Dodgers legend. This trade right here hurt the most because in the first season after trading Mookie Betts, the Dodgers would go on to win the World Series in the 2020 season and eventually become a dynasty, leaving Red Sox fans very angry that they would have traded one of the best players in franchise history. But it's okay because the Red Sox bounce back in the 2021 season and they make it all the way to the ALCS, where they sadly lose to the Houston Astros, but they still have guys like Xander Bogaerts and Rafael Devers and Chris Sale around. You would think that they would continue to build upon this success moving forward. But it's time to pay another one of those pesky players. This time it's Xander Bogaerts. You lowball him in spring training, and guess what? He is not very happy about it, so he goes and tests free agency. The Red Sox say they're going to re-sign him, and they think they have a deal in place. However, at the 11th hour, he then turns around and signs a huge 11-year contract with the San Diego Padres. Granted, it's not a contract that the Red Sox would have signed him to, but still, you had a chance to sign him in spring training, and you didn't. After a rough couple seasons, you realize in 2023 that your former ace Chris Sale might not have it anymore. He's getting really injury prone, and you signed him to a big contract that you don't really want to pay anymore. So you trade him to the Atlanta Braves for Vaughn Grissom, who had maybe 4 at-bats for you in his entire Red Sox career, and in the first season that Chris Sale gets traded to the Braves, he wins the Cy Young Award. It kind of sucks that everybody on that 2018 core left, but that's okay. You still have Rafael Devers, and in January of 2023, you sign him to an 11-year, $331 million contract to make him the face of your franchise for the next decade. Fast forward to 2025, Alex Bregman is a free agent, and you think it'll be awesome to get Rafael Devers off of third base and have a Gold Glove caliber third baseman playing there for you. You give him a 4-year deal, however, there's an opt-out after 1 year, but there's no way he's actually going to leave after 1 year, right? But you didn't actually tell Rafael Devers that he was going to be taken off of third base, and he's not very happy with you. He spends most of the season kind of pouting and kind of being a baby, but at the same time is pretty justified in his actions. After asking him politely to play first base and him saying no, again, kind of being a baby, but also his actions are a little bit justified, he eventually gets traded to the San Francisco Giants, and maybe a week after he gets traded, plays first base for them and is probably now going to be their first baseman for the next decade. Trading never sucked, but you chose Alex Bregman. He's going to be manning the hot corner in Boston for the rest of his career. The Red Sox have a nice young core with Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell, all of the young guys that they have. They made the postseason for the first time since 2021. They might have lost to the Yankees, but Alex Bregman's going to be back, and the Red Sox are going to be dominating the AL East once again, right? Right? Oh, he opted out of his contract. I mean, you knew that was a possibility going in, and you probably knew that that was going to happen, but obviously you're going to re-sign him. There's no way he ends up signing with a different team, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're here now. The Red Sox didn't want to give him a no-trade clause, and so he decided to take the deal with the Cubs. Right. But who knows? If you believe the Red Sox, they're really interested in Bo Bichette. So you never know. They might shell out 8 years, $200 million to Bo Bichette. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sure that that's going to happen. But yeah, so the Red Sox have a history of letting players go for really no reason. And yeah, this is just a thing that's happened. I didn't even talk about the smaller deals. Like, I could have talked about Kyle Schwarber. I could have talked about Justin Turner. I could have talked about Nathan Eovaldi. I could have talked about Michael Wacha. Like, there are so many examples I could have mentioned in this video, but I did not. Yeah, this is just kind of a rant for me, really. I'm kind of annoyed with this entire situation, and I don't really know what the Red Sox are going to do now. But thank you, everybody, for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.